Year's Day in the Pondicherry district, Puducherry, near Cuddalore. Mom's front garden and her car. She parks at neighboring in the garage because the space doesn't really work, unfortunately. But now she's got a car park, so she might start parking it here. And the view of her front area and garden looks like this. It's nice. So much growth. New Year's Day, wandering cattle, and their egret friends. Hi, buddy. How you doing? Yeah, you all right? You doing okay over here? Hmm? Oh, yeah? See you, pal. There's Mom's house. There's a lot of different vegetation here in Mom's community. These are the simple roads where everybody is. I mean, that's pretty spectacular. It's really nice. All kinds of gold here, obviously. And the vegetation is really variegated. A tropical environment like this, some 10 degrees above the equator. I think we're at 11 to 13 degrees above the equator here. So things really grow well when there's rain. And there has been lately, which is just wonderful. But you get an idea of what these kinds of little streets are like in my mom's retirement community. Oh, but this is a dead end. I didn't realize that, so I better turn it around. Bananas, palms, dates, flowering plants of all kinds. They all have the same sort of patterns with this brick that they have as a thematic throughout. And archways with iron. The broader streets are bigger, and the cross streets are smaller. But all tree-lined. There must be something like 200 homes here. I'm not sure how many, we should find out. But a spectacular variety of flowering trees and plants make this place just a special, lovely community. This is the time of the year when everything is full of life from the rains, so that's nice. And now we come to the medical center area. They have a small temple here. This is where the ceremonies will be held for the new year and so on. There's the Ganesha there. And there's the medical center, the clinic, and so on for all the residents. Physical therapy, therapy, all kinds of things can be done here. The ambulance if something happens. I mean, this is a really good place. I feel secure that my mother is here, if I'm honest. In the US, she could never get care like this, or a situation like this, for what amount of money we're paying. A public school teacher's salary could never achieve something as lovely as this in the USA, I'll tell you that. Some things are still not built up yet. And they're still talking about people moving in, lots of units available. The Serene Pelican Belfour community. What are you doing, dog? Really well shaded, tree lined streets. And you know, all this has just grown in the last 6 to 8 years, if you can believe it. They planted all these trees as they moved in. It's a lovely community. Is that a fir that's growing down there too? Some kind of pine? Look at that. It's really amazing how much variety. It reminds me very much of the Bay Area in that way. Everything grows in the Bay Area. In that way, also things like that happen in places of the tropics. And here is one of those. Everything grows here. My mom's place here at the end leads right into the fields where the goats and the cows and the birds and all these creatures come to wander. There are a couple of kids today, look at that. And this was going to be new structures. They started it and they ran out of money. And so now she's got this big empty field and the road that comes down to their area. As you can see, so she gets good light, south-facing window. Sunrise down there from her place is nice. She planted all these plants my mother planted. All these trees. In the 8 years she's been here. Look at this, it's unbelievable. All this. This is her garden. She has the greenest thumb of anybody I've ever met in my life. Look at the variety of species here in her garden. Even just here. You know? So nice. This canal I'm worried about. Mosquitoes and runoff. Sewage. It's not sewage, it's just water, but bugs. But there's lots of birds that are coming to take those bugs, which is nice. And frogs and lizards and snakes and so on. Those are all really good too. But that's it. Once you're inside the gate, she has even more plants and even more flowering and different species of fronds. Wide variety actually here. Cannas. We'll walk through with Mom and learn about them as the days pass. But yeah, green thumb my mother had.